Hi, this is Amy. I have been on a quest for a couple of years to be able to consistently make good bread. My bread turns out either brick-like or with the great big holes in it, or it's so soft you can't hardly slice it. And so I looked into how much flour should be used and how to measure or weigh that flour. And because of the inconsistency of how you would measure flour, I decided to look at how much it weighs. I did pull up a graph, and here on this graph it shows that basically a cup of flour, it measures 4 ounces. So that's a standard of 4 ounces per cup. So I decided to see how much my cup of flour has been weighing, and I've tried 2 different methods, the either scoop, tap, and level, or the spoon, don't tap and level method, and to see how close that is to that 4 ounce standard that's in the graph. So the first thing I did, I got my postal scale. I got a 1 cup measuring cup. I'm going to put the cup on the scale before turning it on, because when I turn it on it will zero out, and this right here is at 0, so what I add to it in flour will be the only thing measured. So the first method I'm going to use, and this cup, I don't know if you can see, weighs 1.2 ounces, so that's why you would want to get that zeroed out. So my first method is I'm going to scoop. I am going to take this knife and I'm going to tap. And because that knife isn't really straight, I'm going to use this straight edge and weigh that. That weighs 5.3 ounces. So right off the bat, if you do the scoop, tap, and level method, you are getting more than an ounce of extra flour. And an ounce of flour is a 1/4 cup. So you add that up, when you have 7-8 cups of flour in your bread dough, you're getting almost 2 cups extra flour. Okay, so then I thought, well, let's see if we can do it, get closer with the spoon in. Don't tap and level. So I'm kind of try to get a little air. Same thing as if you would sift it. So I'm going to do that and try not to, pack it in there very much. And then I'm not going to tap, but I'm going to make sure it's all full and level. And I'm going to weigh that. That's 4.8 ounces. So I'm still almost an ounce over, what the 4 ounces for the cup. So I did do this experiment by sifting it, and it came out like 1/10 of an ounce. It would be like 4.7 ounces. So you can go a little bit lighter by adding more air by sifting. So I decided for my recipe that needs 7 to 8 cups of flour that I am going to use 7.5 cups of flour, which is 30 ounces. So I measured it out. Now this won't be accurate on the scale now because of the size of the bowl. But I zeroed out the bowl and I put 30 ounces of flour in here, and that's what I'm going to incorporate into my bread.